My microphone was muted and I was talking to myself. That's good. This is a good start to this stream. I'm glad we've all gone ahead and made it here to me talking to myself for a good like 39 minutes. Perfect. 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 Okay, sorry guys. 39 exact actual medical minutes. Okay, here we go. Well, we've all done it. Wait, what, Ara? What's up, Orbisol? How you doing, dude? Welcome to the stream for the first time. You're in for a shit show if this is your first time here. I got my pills. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is like their permanent state now. They kind of come like a bluish black. But in this light, they look like hard blue. They transferred onto my pillow last night, so I had to go and watch that. You've yet to purchase Baldur's Gate. Oh, Bristle. You got to get on it, man. You gotta jump into the lovely journey that that is Baldur's Gate. I wonder what's going on right here. Good. Okay, that was weird. Oh, Manor Lords. Yeah. Well, if you want, you can use my Nexus store. It is still discounted. But jumping back into here, guys, we are going through. We just got our deep mining unlocked, so we're purchasing that over here in our iron deposit. That's going to come online, and we're going to have some fun here today. Depending on our turnout, this might be a kind of a smaller stream, like a time-wise. I am pretty gassed from the week and everything, so I kind of want to just relax today. We'll just play it by ear, baby. And we'll just have some fun. Okay, so we have... Oh, you've never upgraded to a deep mine? Well, today it's going to happen. Well, you're going to find out real soon, like. Or that's to the highest, just for you. So... Does it visually have... Oh, it's just a flipping thing. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to kind of get my brain right here, guys. I'm sorry. Farmhouses are up. Communal ovens are up. Communal ovens doesn't have anything else to do, so we can knock them off. We got these upgraded in kind of a pinch here. I think we're out of ale? No, we're not. I wonder why this isn't... Is the brewer... Oh, he's sick. Brewer's... Ruin. All right, so the nice thing is, we'll kind of just slow trickle this ale. which is kind of cool. And I can actually remove someone here. That'll just kind of be whatever it is. How many ox? We have 3 ox. And I'm debating either buying another ox or a horse right now for trade. I don't think we're trading anything, though, heavy. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of low. Maybe we just make another ox, but, you know, I don't know if I need it. But it can't hurt. Grab an ox? Okay. I don't even know why we have someone at this stable spot, but we're going to do it. Oh, we have so many people to do work. I wonder what the conversion rate is for berries into dye. Does anyone know? Hunting camp is in a spot. So we're actually kind of in a bit of a pickle here. We do need some more food. We do have vegetable slots set up. This was going to become a cobbler for us. We are plenty of workers, so that's fine. I think we made these into goat farm. Yeah, those are goat farms. We should start to have some good amount of leather. That means let's put it someone in a tannery. Get 2 and put it. Yeah, you put them in. You take them in and out. You know what I mean? Here's the deep mine. Look at it, it's so cute. Give me 1 sec, guys. I gotta.
Why do I have to carry this alone?
You ever have something in your mouth and you're like, I can't get to it. I can't get to it. It causes like, nah, you just keep like flicking it with your tongue like, Who are not busy will go plow your field even when not set. That finally allows you to be ready. Yeah, but I guess I kind of do all that at once. We do need more burgage plots, but we don't have food, really. So I could make more burgage plots, but I think that jumping into that isn't maybe the right call. We are coming into like harvest season, though. So we will get a lot more bread, but our food variety is real shitty right now. So I'm a little kind of remiss. All right, we're harvesting some veg. Also, I've noticed that farmhouse workers will go and work on these plots. Like if I go to put, let's say we've got so many workers here, right? So let's put one here. I've noticed that sometimes they'll walk, yeah. Wait, let me make sure they're not harvesting any of this. We'll see where it goes. Usually they have to click forcibly harvest for that to happen, but let me make sure. Hey, thank you very much for 7-up on. Hey, even dude, the Ron sponsor just prime sub. Thank you, brother. What does that, Chris? Yeah, counts as farm work. You can't yet, Ron Swanson, but give it time. Yeah, so it's kind of cool. They'll go and take care of these vegetable gardens.
A steadfast supporter.
Okay, we got these burgers plots over here, which we can sow. I don't know if it's time for more fields. I mean, these are all brewery. I mean, this is going to have quite a yield, right? We're going to get quite a bit from this. Food is the problem, but I just think it's also like food is the problem that I can't get. Maybe we build a whole other set of wheat fields over here, you know? But that doesn't help our variety issue. You know what I mean? I don't know. What do you guys think? Do we make another set of wheat fields right here? I think this is going to give us 6. We've never done a full 6 fields of wheat. I've only done 3. So this is about to... Our yield on this is going to be huge, right? 135 is going to be real juicy. Maybe we harvest this, see what we come out with at the end of the month. Shit, we might even need to make like another windmill and another oven, really. Like... I mean, we're, you know, I say we're low on food, but we're hitting some good variety here. Like, clothes are hit, yarn is hit, because we've got the sheep farm is doing its thing. Sheep farm produces wool, and then the weaving house, which is all the way over here. I should probably move the weaver's house. It's 9 years away from anything. In fact, actually, yeah, maybe we rebuild that weaver's house. Destroy the stonecutter's camp. We're not going to use it. I don't know why I built the weaver's house over there. Oh, no. No, 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 no. What the fuck? I didn't think they were actually... I didn't set them to force early harvest. Well, I usually wait until like November. Wait until October or November. So, Ara, what you've been doing is you've been having them actually harvest it in September. Yeah, the shit default. I know. I thought you were saying like, no, I always do that month. I was like, really? Okay, so this gets destroyed. Yeah, you made me second guess myself. I was like, Ara's such a like master of these games. What did I do wrong? Where's the Weaver house? It's industry. Weaver's workshop. Over there. Now this. I'm gonna take people out of it. You learned from me? That's a first, bro. Thank you. That was the highest of praise, my dude. That deep mine's just about done. Good. We have someone here at the bloomery. Good. That guy can just kind of chill there for a bit. And these we can actually start looking at upgrading them, just their living spaces. We want the level 2 spots for sure, but I also don't want to kind of get lost in that sauce. The forester is fucking crushing it. I'm gonna actually make another forester here. Let's make another work area. And I'm gonna do it like right here. Did I get the other ox? Yeah, we got 4 ox now. Thank you. Thank you. Never questioned me, dude. That's high praise right there, bro. Now we should have good clothing variety because we're going to start producing shoes, which are tier 2. So we'll have clothes and shoes taken care of. What else do we do? We shut off the dyes workshop for now because that's kind of drained out. This is going to be a little bit longer. Bandit camp was sighted. I would love to go do that bandit camp, but it's 9 years away from anything. Is fuel good? We are coming into this Woodcutter's Lodge here. We just have so many workers. What's our economy? If we have a lot of, okay, yeah, we'll do that. More people to charcoal kiln to convert them better. We do have sheep. Sheep are right here. That's why I'm moving this Weaver's workshop to kind of like this main thoroughway in between a lot of stuff. Like, yes, flax is going to be over here, but the distance between these is not very long. The Weaver's workshop over here. Hey, Kimidas, thank you very much for cheering 500 bits, dude. I think this Weaver's workshop is just too far away to be efficient with the sheep farm, this, and the tailor, which are all right here. Yeah, sure, the flax, but that's just not that far of a distance. Versus this to there becomes pretty far, or that to there to this to there becomes pretty far. So really just flax once a year, good. Now do that. Once we take all the linen out of here and get all that Weaver's Workshop shit done. So the Weaver's Workshop, do they take, what do? They do workers wool to produce yarn and flax to produce linen. Okay. So the storehouse will take, let it take, paused it. Yarn? Okay, yarn's on here. Yeah, they'll go get that yarn. We'll shut off the linen once they grab that. We might even be able to buy some more sheep. Kinda, what's our sheep stitch like? We got a 6-1. We have plenty of money-ish. Small sheep industry would need sheep breeding. I want to get down to these two, though. I could invest in a new zone, but see the reason I'm going tall is that I'm kind of blocked off here, you know? So I figured, well, I'll just go super tall. Because this is going to cost me a bunch of influence. So I figured, I mean, we have good market coverage. We're actually doing very well. I'm just looking at stuff like this going, oh, the pitfalls are coming. Get bride now? What? I could go bandit killing, but the bandit camp is up here and he's taking it right now. Can I go? Can I go into their territory? But this would start a war, and I don't really. But yes, I can go through the territory. It doesn't cause an issue. Problem is, I need to make more spears and large shields. So that would mean too that I need to make a wood workshop. We're into October. Getting ready to do the old harvesting season. 81 of you bros checking in here today. Thank you so much for popping in and having fun with us. What's up, Tater Man? How you doing, dude? I want to do this. I want to start importing this, but I'm trying to get these guys filled out too. Buy locally. So I need to get, though, to do this. So take a look at this. This says, enables blacksmiths to craft mail armor, which can be used to equip citizens of burgage plots of level 3 or above. We know that. Or promoting new retinue. What? I think that is part of this, which is not in the game right now. I think you need these. It requires these to do it. We should actually turn the boiler back on. Boiler back on for a bit. Let them produce a little bit more bow. You live streaming? I've been thinking I need to catch one because of time zones. Well, Georgia, you are fucking here, man. You made it, dude. Good to see you, man. Go ahead and destroy that. One yarn, I don't care. They fixed the archers? What was wrong with the archers? How do you increase your retinue soldier? Mine is 5 and it's not increasing. So Recnick, here's what you do. You click this, click that button, you press this, and you recruit them. It costs 50 of your treasury, though. So in order to do that, you have to go to your manor, go to taxes, and you have to do a land tax. This converts your regional wealth into your treasury, and treasury is what you use to buy. When did that happen, Ultra Smurf? Okay, we're coming up on that. Well, no, I keep turning it on and off, really. You know, I'm like, oh, okay, now I've got the people. Like, looking at this here, right? So I've got 33 out of 36. But I only have 23. So I'm going to put that, I'm going to turn the boiler back on. I guess that's a good point, though. You know, once I've made 36 bows, why don't I just delete the Fletcher shop and then reproduce it if I ever need it again? That's not a bad idea. Maybe we do that. No, see, I mean, I could sell them. It's just planks. Not too hard of a resource to manage, but I don't know, man. For some reason I don't like to deal with planks. So we're at 80%. We're gonna wait until October to hopefully get to. We're at 79%. October will hopefully bring us to 80. Oh, do you? Yeah, that's right. For military stuff, you need trade routes, and it's not cheap too, dude. Warbows, 60 gold to do that. Selling them for 5. I do want to also make. You know what I should do with this? The tailor's shop. Okay, so what's our what? Okay, we only made 1 shoe. Good. Good. Do they turn? Wait a minute. Am I fucking this up? Does the cobbler turn? Does the cobbler turn leather into boots or hides into boots? No, so Georgia, if you just say, if I pause this building, so it is leather. Okay, I'm doing the right thing then. If I pause this building, what will happen is the inhabitants won't do anything, but they will transfer logs around for construction purposes. So you don't completely lose them, but you don't really get any benefit out of them. We're coming up to the great harvesting of year 3. No, we have way too many living spaces. Okay, we're at 34. We have 41 living spaces, so we're good. We're good. Yeah, they have like there's like a passive flex job that everyone does, and hauling things for construction is one of them. Does yarn do anything? Is it just a cash crop right now? Oh, you need it for... What's a fucking tailor? This is one of these yarn. Isn't the cloaks yarn? Yeah, cloaks is yarn. I know one of these is yarn. I'm actually going to switch to do this, though. Yeah, sure, making clothes is fine and dandy, but I'd rather just make a bunch of gambesons. Because if I'm producing boots as my level, as my tier 2, then I might as well not invest any into clothes. Because clothes is taking berries to make. You weren't wrong, my man. Also, too, the windmill. I should, you know, I think there's kind of something to be said about making a windmill a little bit far away and not touching it, you know? I'm going to actually, I think I'm going to harvest now. What are we at? Ooh, I'm at 90%. I know, so once we hit winter, this is not going to blow away. Yes, so my safe little corner, the clothes require dyes, and dyes use berries. Well, yeah, we just made some goats. And I'm actually probably going to look at making a couple more goat plots here. Heck, you know what? Goat. Bah. I don't have the money. And it's just, that way I've kind of got more consistent leather income right now. Ooh, we got plenty of timber, so we're going to stop doing this. I think we do. We only have enough for 5 months, and looking at our foodstuffs, we only have 30 bread, 14 berries, 14 veggies. We will get a bunch of meat coming in, but I think that we harvest this. Because we cannot harvest during winter. Eli, thank you for subbing up, my dude, or for gifting a sub, no less, actually. We could probably, you know, we'll probably be fine. We'll wait until, we'll wait straight all the way until, we'll just wait until November. We just have a lot more to harvest this time around. Farming in general is very janky right now. It is super Jankosaurus Rex. I feel like it's like you kind of need to make, if at one point, if a workshop, so like these workshops, you can pivot them off into set artisans. So once you start to get solid regional wealth, I feel like you need to put most things into creating a product for you for your village. Like, okay, if you've got the money, yeah, but then I lose time with the growth on the next year. I am going to fallow, though, a lot of these fields. Like, look at this. These fields are beat up now. Like, the plan was to harvest all 6 of these and then let them fallow. This is not the LA I was promised. I'm in favor of working from home. Are you in LA right now, Eli? Yeah, I was going to think of that too. Like maybe I just build another set of fields over here now. So if those are going to fallow, let's do this. We don't need to, we're not going to do anything with them, but I want to do some experimentation. 0.5. 0.3. 0.4. 0.5. All right, that's November. That'd be kind of cool. Can I create this? This will be funky, but these will harvest well. I just kind of wanted to. I just like things to have a kind of a cool little aesthetic to them. So, force. I have a video coming out, guys, tomorrow that kind of goes through a lot of the things that I want to see happen in the game. Like little improvements, not like, oh, I want them to add cavalry, stuff like that. It's more like, oh, I wish we had like a harvest all button at the farmhouse that was designated off of its work area, so that it would just kind of like, oh, boom, this will go do all that, done. Okay, so let's go ahead and put these 3 pops there. I'm gonna pull everyone out of mining. That gives us 2. You know what? I'll put this here and this here. I'll put 2 there. Sheep farm. We'll pull this guy off here, put him there. Orcs and elves. The charcoalkin can probably chill or the woodcutter's lodge can chill for a bit. Logger camp. Where else do I have folk? Ale house can chill for a bit. Work. What? More work. I guess I'll pull someone off the sheep farm. I don't know. Does someone run away if I don't have them with a sheep farm? If they're locked into pastures, they're fine, right? Dude, I have 34 families, Rec. I've got 41 living spaces. I got the space, baby. Mines are empty. Empty. Oh, tannery can offer a sec. Trading posts, so we don't need people there for right now, because we're not actively trading. I'll do pig. Alright, it is harvesting season, bros. I'll just take 1 off here for even's sake. Don't know. Population growth, is that as more, low population growth? I mean, but still. Oh, is that true? Didn't know that. So if I take like this duplex and we turn it into like a chicken coop. Yeah, the 5075. So you're saying, Dorian, if I took this burgage plot, make it into a duplex, and then make it a chicken coop, I'll get a shit ton of eggs? Because I'm down for that. Hey, new family started moving in. These are set to the highest, so they'll harvest these first. Your ton is a little strong. Well, he's saying that they only consume 1 food, but the production of egg scales per family on the plot. So if there's 4 families, you get more eggs because there's more family, but they only consume 1 because your consumption is 1 plot. The consumption is plot based, not like level or tier or family based. Level 3 duplex makes 4 eggs, but only consumes 1, so it's a net of 3. Let the grand harvesting begin. Oh, forced early harvest. Make sure all this is clicked. It won't matter. They're only gonna do these first anyway. So, but I just want to make sure we got everyone set. I mean, I might actually need to throw more people at this. Mike, thanks for watching, man. Yeah, we have pretty pretty laid back streamy poos here. It's nothing too wild, nothing too horny, but it gets pretty out of control. Depends on what how much caffeine I have in my bloodstream. I don't trust bald people with beards either, Jim. Don't fucking like them. I can't trust them. Beady, seedy little eyes. You know what I mean, man? No, I'm on your team, Jim. Fuck bald people. Fuck their beards. Not a fan of it. Why are you gonna grow a beard? Just grow hair. Fuck. What are you doing? Why are you making that choice for yourself? I'm with you on it. This is now following all these. This needs to really replenish. It is beat up. That pussy is beat. The guys, grow up. This is a fucking family channel. Barley can follow. Yeah, especially Italian bald people, dude. They, oh god, it just like smells like Parmesan in here right now. I don't use crop rotation because in September they go ahead and auto harvest everything riggedy, and I'm at kind of like, you can see I don't have tons of food, so I can't really afford a situation where I lose out on food yield because the game was like, well, you probably wanted to do this here, right? Like, no, I did not. Why is this not done? Okay, whatever. Temp Tats clearly prepping for a hate crime. Oh my god. My uncle follows me on Instagram, and I'm waiting for him to be like, oh, when did Ryan get tats to my mom? And my mom's gonna be like, did you get tattoos? And it's gonna fuck up the intended surprise of these. For those that don't know, I don't have tattoos. These are not real tattoos. I bought temp tattoos to fuck with my mom for Mother's Day. I love my parents. Dude, that's so good. Jim said, I'm sure you're a nice guy, but I wouldn't leave anything valuable out if you were visiting. You know, so that's like a joke I've kind of said to people where, they're like, oh yeah, you know, so-and-so's coming over. And it doesn't matter who it is. And I'll say something like, oh, make sure you put your toilet seats down. They're like, what do you mean? Like, you just don't leave your toilet seats around a person like that. What do you mean? Like, they're just gonna, that's free water, dude. They're just gonna take it. They're just gonna take the water. I hate that I'm waiting for this to update that it's been like completely done so I can follow it. Like how that's set to medium, this is set to high, but hey, fuck it, right? No. Yeah, you thought you were gonna go fucking plow that field. What's up, Shadebane? And then, come spring, we shall decide what becomes what and where becomes where. And our farming metropolis grows. Alright, we have fully acquired everything. My mom will believe it for all of like 10 seconds, and then she won't. She'll scream at me and be like, what the fuck did you do? What the fuck did you do to your skin? And then she'll be like, that's not real, is it? Because, like, she knows me. She knows the type of person I am. There's no way I would get a massive Japanese art tiger on my arm. I love Japanese culture. I love Japanese art style. But I'd probably get something Roman or Italian iconography. Which fucking sucks, by the way. Fucking sucks. Now, I can't lean into the fun, beautiful, awesome art iconography of Rome without really being painted in a certain light. Especially as a white guy with no hair. Oh, what's that eagle with thunderbolts in his claws? You know, it's the Second Legion of Rome. Looks like something else, guy. Pop these down. So the haul from the fields was 36 wheat, which is already now made into 11 grain. And so a total of 100, let's just say what we've got wheat wise, 150. So the grain, so maybe what, like 155? I don't know what the conversion is. No. Yes, it'll just keep going. So now it'll just keep going in perpetual, in perpetuity. Because like Roman iconography is so closely associated with neo-Nazism, what I want to do for my tattoo, if I got one, would be like a quarter or a half sleeve, and it would look like here. The Roman armor, of course, did not look like this, by and large, right? Like, it was a very specific time period that looked like this. Usually, like, after like, before the 3rd century. Here, this. Lorica Hamada was used more after the 3rd century crisis, because it was a means of, like, trying to, like, how do we actually mobilize military? This is costing us a lot, articulating plates. But I would take this shoulder portion and I would have it like tattooed on my arm. And then rather than having like old Roman iconography, like Western Roman Empire iconography, I would get the Eastern Roman Cairo put on there, which is what all the soldiers put on their shields during the Battle of Constantinople. Or no, the bridge, not Hadrian's Bridge. It's a bridge. The emperor was Constantinople, who said, yeah, I had a vision. Put that on your shield. So I would do that symbol. And then I'd put the prayer of St. Michael around it, engraved into the metal. So it would look kind of cool. Yeah, I like that, actually. It's a good one, Eli. Never leave home without... A bear never leaves home without his armor. Thank you for purchasing using my Nexus store. Yeah, SPQR was very accurate and common. The standards were used. SPQR, though, just stopped becoming... It was still used in the 3rd century, but after the official state religion became Christianity... Here's the Cairo. I don't know if it's Cairo or Kairos, I never remember. This became the iconography for Rome. We'll show thee. This kind of replaced SPQR, which is Senatus Populus Quod Roma, the Senate and Peoples of Rome. But this is typically what a standard would look like, and this would usually be kind of subtext. It wouldn't be so huge, but this would not be it. This was a very kind of common situation with the alpha and the omega symbol. I am the alpha and the omega. This is straight out of fucking East Roman Empire, you know, like bunch of different versions of them. Christograms, as they're typically called, I believe. Different bas reliefs or mosaics here on the coins and such. This kind of replaced the Senate and People of Rome. No, we did not start with a new build. It's the same build. I really wanted to play Imperator Rome, but I never got into it. Because I think I had played so much Crusader Kings 3, I was like, I don't want to learn another Paradox system right now. Okay, so that's all stocked up. That's all stocked up. We need to get people back onto this. Person onto here. Thank you very much, Dorian. I appreciate it, dude. Yeah, guys, if you do want to help support the stream, you can purchase the game here through the Nexus store. It's still on sale. It's no difference of a sale, though, than going through Steam. So if you want to just buy the game on Steam and that's what you're comfortable with, please, by all means. But that I get $11 off of every sale on that. So it's absolutely huge for me. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, do make that switch to Twitch. And if you have a Prime sub you've not yet used this month, use it. Use it on me. We're going to thresh this grain. That's almost all done here. Pasture, that guy's there. Put a weaver there.
You'll not find firewares anywhere else.
Oh, no, Georgia. I was saying I would do the Cairo rather than typical Roman iconography, which is like eagles, right? At one point, I wanted to get a big marble slab on my back right here. Not like on the map, just over the shoulder blade that said SPQR, and it was a wolf coming out from behind of it, like the wolf that raised Romulus and Remus, and a eagle driving its talons into it. And you know that can jump in a bunch of different directions. Yeah, right, Michael. That's what I mean. The Third Reich really kind of like they shit on all the good Norse and Roman iconography. They snatched it up and made it barbaric. Yeah, that I mean, it's not even. I would have it be like a stylized actual eagle and not like a Roman eagle. I would have it look like an actual bird. All those things would look like actual animals. I was thinking swastika under my eyeball. I think over forehead's a little bit big. Swastika is Hindu? Chinese and Hindu, isn't it? Like that, it's on both, typically. Okay, we're gonna go to the hunting camp. Buddhist, that's it. That's it, not Hindu. Why is there a guy stable here? Tavern person online again. I think that's pretty much everything. Boom, boom, boom. We're threshing. I'll put someone at the malt house. 2 people actually at the malt house. A new family started moving in. I wonder why. Well, you know, it makes sense why it's in Japan. Because Buddhism was very big. What's it called? Samurai were typically Buddhists until they eventually converted to Christianity. It is Hindu, actually. Okay, I thought Hindu was part. I thought it had Hindu in there. Dude, I remember being in church one Christmas, and again, where I grew up is a lot of Chinese and Vietnamese immigrants, and was a Chinese woman, Sanskrit. Yes, there you go. The Chinese woman, she had like it was not a shawl, but it's like something that goes over the arms. It was big and it draped down, and it had swastikas on it. And I was like younger, and I was like touching my brother, like my brother. My brother's like, just chill, man. He's 8 years older than me, and I think I was 8 at the time. I was like, she's a Nazi. Shinto, there you go. Shinto, that's what I'm thinking of. I just meant like before, like the conversion of Japan into like Christianity and such. But I'm thinking more. Thinking anymore, man. My brain has not really been good today. I'm sorry, guys. Farmhouses. Are we done here with this? Thresh. Portuguese love that shit. Well, they're Catholic, which is Catholic is a denomination of Christianity. I had a roommate that I lived with once, and he was like kind of a new agey. Who in chat is Catholic? We're not getting into a conversation about like religion and like that. It's talking about we're going to talk about like denominations. But anyone in chat Catholic? I know that's not as popular nowadays. We have a lot more Christian, non-denominational folk. And I'll say you don't need to actively be a practicing Catholic, but Episcopal, Catholic light, yeah. I always call Episcopal people pescatarian. I'm like, oh, you know, pescatarian? You're pescatarian? Like, no, Episcopal. Yeah, you don't eat fish, right? But oh yeah, I don't wonder if he was raised in a Catholic school. Yeah, damn right he's afraid of nuns. But I think I don't think we're actually trading anything, so we shouldn't need anyone here to trade. This recovered. We could actually export this again. We'll put someone back at the trader. West Irish is definitely Catholic. Yeah. We're good across the board now. But do we have? Okay, we have someone. Weavers, brewers, perfect. I think we're all good.
Another loyal devotee.
That. Okay. Oh, okay, so for those of you that grew up Catholic, for any of you that did, even if you're not practicing right now, you had to go to, hey, Shellfall, what's up, man? Mikey G, prefer here. I do because Twitch gives me a lot of freedom to, here, let me, here, Shellfall. This is why I streamed predominantly on Twitch, and I re-streamed just recently back to YouTube. What up, Vlad? So, for those who are raised Catholic, you have to go through a series of situations, right? You aren't just like, oh, you get baptized and you're Catholic. You're baptized, you're Catholic, but now you have to go through CCD and learn about the Bible, and then you go through confirmation, and you go through what's the other one? Well, confirmation's after the first one that you do is communion, where you do communion for the first time. You're technically not supposed to take the Eucharist until you go through CCD and complete it, and you get communion for your first time, right? That allows you, that kind of like educates you, it indoctrinates you on Catholicism, and now you're given the body of Christ. A freshly baptized child is not supposed to just like be catching Eucharist on fleek. And then after that, you go through confirmation, which typically happens when you're like a teenager. Communion happens when you're like 8, 9, 10. You're kind of given a patron saint, and they give you there's a specific name for the necklace that is typically associated with like thick-necked Italians. But you go through communion, you have a patron saint, and you usually get the necklace. I can't remember the name of it. Maybe I'll ask my brothers. What's the name of the necklace you get after communion? Typically associated with your patron saint. Not a rosary, not a rosary. Like, I'm Saint Joseph. I have a necklace for Saint Joseph because my middle name is Joseph. So it's a medallion that has that saint on it. My mom, her patron saint is Saint Jude, like the lost and weary traveler one. But no, you also get a rosary. You do get a rosary. That is also part of it. But it's also like, okay, communion also means, yeah, your patron saint. Here's your name tag for him, and go you go. You do get a confirmation name too. Confirmation name of a saint. That might be what I'm confusing it with, Ara. But either way, you go through that process, and you learn about the Bible in that time, and you learn about. There's so many J's in my fucking family. We have the typical ethnic cultural families, not white people. You know, like when you think of the term white people, it usually means there's some sort of amalgamation of like Anglo-Saxon people. Like, oh, you know, my dad's Irish and German, and we got some British in there. Like, my family is all Italian. We are all either Italians from Italy or Italian Americans that are first generation. That's my family. And our big one is Anthony's. We got like fucking 50 Anthony's. Either way, you go through this process. You learn about the Bible. You do all this stuff. Again, indoctrination. And however you want to split that hair, you can say, oh, it's not indoctrination. You're learning about something. I just like to learn about stuff, so it was cool with me. Yes, Georgia, it's all Abrahamic faith, right? So I go through this, and I've learned about it, and I learned that Catholicism is a denomination of Christianity. You are Slavic people are the original white people, bro. You're from the Caucasus Mountains, my dude. So you learn about this stuff. My friend, my roommate at the time, who was a non-denominational, new agey kind of Christian, and what I mean by that was like, he became Christian because he was going through a breakup, and he kind of picked and choose what he liked from the Bible that applied to him, and not just like, This is an over-encompassing book about many lessons that you should learn that are written in the context of when they're written, but you should extract the lessons from them, not the literal translations of them. That's kind of how we were brought through CCD and everything. Like, the word of God is in more the lesson of the parable and less the literal translation of it. And I remember we're sitting there and he goes, oh, so you're, we had lived now together for a month. And he goes, I know you're Catholic. What book do Catholics read? Like, what's their holy book? I'm like, the Bible? The same thing as you, unless you're Protestant. No, I'm just Christian. I'm like, yeah, man, that's the same book. It is the same book. Uh-oh, did I overdo this? I think I did. Yeah, we did. Let's actually destroy this Fletcher's workshop. I kind of like this idea. I was like, oh, it's the King James Bible, you know, like it's a problem I have. Do we agree? Do we think that, okay, we've produced enough warbows? I think that we destroy. Yeah, yeah, there's a difference between the Bibles in those two regards. Like, there's the ETLA format and the SPLT. What, you know, I get it, but he meant like the Quran. You know, like, not necessarily that Catholics read the Quran, but like, what's the book for Catholics? Like, he didn't know that was a thing. Oh, learn about the demons and all their ranks in hell. Read the Book of Epoch. We'll delete the Fletcher's workshop. I just don't think we're going to use it again. So we will definitely have a family that's out on their own luck right now. And I want to see if we can kind of just, we can just go ahead and rebuild. We need to move the supplies first. Torah. Ara. So, well, that's why, again, we're not getting into a conversation of like, which religion is better. This is not where we're talking about. We're not talking about any of that crap. So if people want to get on that horse, which none of you are, I'm just saying, I'm trying to preempt that. They're all Abrahamic faiths, right? Islam, Christianity in all of its many denominations, and Judaism are all Abrahamic faiths, meaning they're all coming from the legacy of Abraham. And they are all talking about God. They're all dealing like the same God. They're all, oh, dude, don't you bring up Emerald Tablets in this motherfucker. We'll talk about Atlantis right now. They're all talking about one of the bigger things that I had learned was the Torah, the Old Testament is God's word made spiritual, because the way that God embodies himself in the representation or at least the covenant with the relationship between man and God in that book is through spiritual means, through a thundering voice in the clouds, grand acts of miracles that are just, oh, the bush burnt on fire, things like this. That is how the outward manifestation of God comes in spiritual form. So that's God's word made spiritual. God's word made flesh is the New Testament, because the embodiment of God's miracles is done through Jesus Christ in a physical manifestation, right? The actual flesh of the Lord. And then you have Islam, which is God's word made scripture. The way that God is presenting the information to Muhammad is through the words of, through the visions that he has, that then allows him to write all this down on like the sides of a cow, on a rock, on just random spots here and there, as his followers kind of get this. And these all are coming from the Archangel Gabriel, the same Archangel Gabriel that's in all of the other books. So that's why they're called Abrahamic faiths. That's why they interact with each other. He's just right on cows. He just tipped those motherfuckers. But it's very funny to me that, you know, he is actively very religious, and it's kind of something that I hate about how much do you tip them? That I hate about, what's going on here? Are we not doing this? Are we not threshing? Go thresh, you thresh. That I kind of hate about a lot of the religion is like, you go through a process being Catholic to kind of learn a lot of these things, and you also learn, and I'm not, we can have a million conversations about, you know, priests and touching butts and boys and stuff, you know, but I'm just not going to go there. Yes, I think Shellfall. Gabe's good old Gabe and Mike. But I think it just kind of frustrates me when I see a lot of people talk about their religion and what their value systems are. But it's like, do you know what you're talking about? Like, have you learned it? Like, you talk to anyone who is Islamic, who is Jewish, and who is Catholic. There is a process to be part of those religions. You do a lot of stuff, right? It's not just simply like, yeah, you know, you do this. Like, you learn. You go to Sunday schools. You learn all this stuff. There are a lot of routine and ritual. Those are very big parts of it. But non-denominational Christianity is really weird to me, coming from a Catholic, because pastors can just become a pastor. You don't really go to a seminary. You don't really take vows. Some do, depends on, you know, the denomination, everything. And it's like, my friend, and this is, again, an isolated instance in a very set situation in an affluent area, where my friend would go to Bible study. They called Bible study, which was like, you know, 10 or 15 people. They'd meet and they'd read passages from the Bible and talk about it. And it was really weird to me that they would do this, and then the pastor, who's, you know, the head of the congregation, would be like, so who do you have a crush on? And talk about this. I'm like, yo, what the fuck, man? You're supposed to be a spiritual shepherd for these people. You're supposed to provide wisdom and guidance, not supposed to be like playing the middleman in a matchup game. And it's like, he's like, yeah, our pastor's really cool. He's got tattoos. He shows up in like sandals and shorts. I'm like, that's fucking weird to me, man. And again, I'm not throwing shade at that. I'm saying that as someone who comes from a religion that has a very set routine and process, like, I mean, we've all been to or heard of Catholic Mass and church, and how it is a very set, like, you walk in that door and you are guilty. Sit in the seat, motherfucker. It's wood, hard wood. Get on your knees. Like, a lot of that stuff it's very dogmatic, right? And it's also very draconic. But it has its own roots and its own routine. And religion is ultimately ritual and routine, which is also where culture comes from. Those two things share that same thread of having that strong routine and ritual that kind of connects you to a community. That's the big thing. Well, you know, it's like those noble truths, Riggedy, are a lot of the same tenets that all the other religions follow, you know? What's the big rule of all Christianity? Do unto others, you know? And that is represented in so many other religions, but it's just not represented, you know? It's not acted upon. And I feel like religion is like a lot of other things in our society right now. It's just, let me talk about the thing that I like to do, that like I'm going to ascribe my worth to. I am, did you know that I'm a poet? But you didn't know I'm a poet. I write poetry. Here's all my poems. I'm doing poetry all the time. Okay, rather than fucking talking about doing poetry, could you just go do the goddamn poetry and get it published? Like, that's an example of just like, okay, rather than talking about being Christian and how good of a Christian you are, just use your acts as a means of showing that to me, which is literally in the Bible. It says like, faith through acts, or whatever the fuck it is. It's John or Matt. I don't remember, man. I'm a terrible Catholic. But still, it's just like, I think so much, and this is not a symptom of that religion. It's a symptom of our society using labels as a means to say, hey, this is what this is my personality. This is my worth. This is what I deliver to the world. I'm a good Christian, or I'm a successful businessman. Well, rather than fucking being that, just do it. Go and fucking do it. I don't give a shit if you can tell me that you are. I'd rather you, through the means of whatever you're going to do, go and do that thing. Be good about it. Be awesome at it. Whatever it is. No, I don't. I shall fall. Religion ultimately is and was used as a form of control, especially through a lot of the Middle Ages, especially. But you know, I am someone that is very pragmatic on a lot of things. I don't know. I wanted to become an astrophysicist. I know a lot about astronomy, and I know a lot about physics, and I am very much into science. But I had a real interesting class that I went to a Lutheran college, and I had to take an upper division religion class. And the upper division religion class was religion into science or something like that. And the professor was a scientist. He got a degree in an actual practical earth science, but he did all these crazy things around the world and all this stuff, and he just ended up falling into religion and theology. And my school didn't have a program for it. So I'm just like, well, I guess I'll just have all this information and I'll become a graphic designer. So that class was probably one of my favorite classes, because I think towards my latter portion of college, I had kind of started to lean more towards like, man, maybe I don't really believe in religion as much. But that class was about like, okay, an atom goes from point A to point B in the fastest route possible. It doesn't go in any way other than whatever is the path of least resistance, because it is just the way atoms move. But scientists found over time that every so often it would just take a parabola for no fucking reason. Like, why would that happen? Or, hey, a bunch of lights that are blinking out of sequence will eventually find a way to blink in sequence. Why does that happen? And it was kind of talking more about scientific phenomenon and how it creates improbabilities. And not saying that there it is, there's God, but in the unknowing of science is where the religion thrives, I think. And I think that is what kind of kept me on a baseline of like I'm not a religious person. I don't like talk about I read a good book last night, and after a good summarization of this, I came to this conclusion. Like, I just don't do that. But I believe in the morality of religion, and I believe in ultimately like God. So that's how I am. That's how I've personally internalized it as my own thing. I don't necessarily believe in shoving religion down people's throats. I mean, I rarely talk about religion on this channel. The Popsy road from the marketplace curve to the road between the church and the burgage plots. Oh yeah, you know what? That's not a bad idea. I like that. There you go. You're right, Space Marine. It is God's fault that the last season was bad. Spiritual is a really good way of putting it. I think spiritual is where I fall, but it's so weird to tell people, oh yeah, I'm not religious, I'm spiritual, because a lot of people are like, oh, I love astrology too. I'm like, nope, that's not it. I'm not saying that. I think we're pretty good here. The grain's all done. We're threshy pooed there, We can put people back we put more people at the Weaver's house. We could probably, is a Tanner up and running? Tanner's doing its thing. Dyer's gonna chill as is. Put a person there. Hopefully that conversation didn't deter anyone. People can get really testy and weird about their religion. And we'll unpause that. That can actually do its thing again. Dog yoga with me? Dude, that's so fucking funny. Hold down tab, Dami. I had a roommate in college named Dami.
Don't be shy, good sirs and ladies.
Not you, is it? I don't know why I click around. I think it's kind of part of like a... Let me see where we're at. Okay, and timber... Okay, so we'll start upgrading these. I want it just for more egg production.
Gave the old up.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. Yeah, it's the best. Having that tab button down, like, oh, okay, cool. This is there. That's there. Got it. That's all good. 2, 3, 1. No, you're fine, dude. Shell, you can have at it, man. Scapula. You're talking about a miracle metal. Scapula is a double-sided thing with a cloth band. Ryan is talking about metal chain and small medallion. That's what my brothers just said. Upgrade milestone right now. We need to get 1 more level 2 burgage plot, but 7 more level 3 burgage plots. I don't know how feasible that is. I mean, realistically, what we need to do is plant more trees. With an accessory looking to you just struggle. You fucked up. Yeah, 1 more level 2. So I've turned on our logging camp again. I'm scared of, like, can you fuck up berry deposits? I'm like terrified to test it. Yes, you can? Okay, good. I'm not going to touch that. I want the berries to maintain purity. Farming any tips? I'm struggling with ale. What's the question, Neko? Can you do without farming any tips? What do you mean? And what's our... Can I... Oh. This doesn't give me a good representation. Oh, okay, you know what? This will. We have 15 Gambisons. We need more Gambies. Well, it's shrinking right now because it's winter. Your area's not fertile? Then make a bunch of fields and let them fallow for a year or two, Mr. Neko. I would say, so you probably have something more like this. You probably have something like this. I would say let it make the field and let it fallow for a year or two. Most common area to wheat is it's hard to say, Shell, because it's not like one increases. I don't know if this is true. You know who would is Big Dick Daddy Strat Gaming. You need I think if you were only to do two crop, wheat and ale, because you can bypass flax and use other means to produce tier 2 cloth or tier 2 clothing. Good. What's my 10%? 1 or 2. Okay, what? Oh, only 1. 4 upgrades are reasonable to get your next. Is it 4 upgrades? 7. Thinking if you spent influence to do that wrong. I don't know. I have not really done much of it. Yeah, it will. So what this is telling you, Dami, is like if I were to make a field over in this location. It's showing me like, let me see. I think my whole field is green. Yeah. But let me show you here. This says 40%. And that fertility is kind of low, right? But it's not really, because you're looking at like 40 to 60 is actually pretty good. This is not telling you the yield. This is telling you the percentage that is going to be here for fertility purposes to plant fields. So this field, even if this said like, I think, does anyone know the set number? Is it 11% or 12% that drops every year after harvesting? Yes, it can. It can. But basically, this number, it doesn't matter if this number is 40 or 100%. The yield is the same for the size of the field. This is telling you how long you can harvest this location. So if I harvest it, then this will drop in its fertility from, let's use 10 for even math. So this jumps from 40 now to 30. Okay, well, you also, there's like a time point during the growth where you also lose fertility. I think it's like 5 that you lose across the year. So let's say that this just loses 15. If you don't have the percentage to last a whole year's growth and harvest, then you will not be able to yield properly from it. So when you look at this amount, don't think of it, oh, 40%, I'm going to get like nothing. No, this just means you can get a full yield from it, but you're going to need to fallow eventually. So to use more of a practical example, because I have gone ahead and done this with my fields over here, these fields are now coming up. But before, right at the end of the season, you saw that these were at like 29%. Oops. Yeah, these were at like 29%. So they've already started to recover a little bit. But I'm going to let them fallow now through the whole entire next season. And we're going to lean into the new fields that we made. Like here, these barley ones, this says 38%. We can still get full yield out of that. Exactly, yeah. 2% a month. Thank you, Dr. D's. And gains 4% a month on fallow. Yes. 100%. Think, that's a really good way of, and I should have explained it like that, Dami, is that this percentage is not equivalent of yield. It's like a durability. This thing has 61% durability left. Dami, do you want to create a YouTube channel? Because I think you'd be great at it. We should make a wood workshop. What's our plank situation like? Because we will need to... Should I make more vegetable gardens? Should I make like another like burgage plot that's a vegetable garden? Like maybe make this right here a burgage plot that's an entire vegetable garden? What do you guys think? Oh man, I love you too, bro. I mean, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 veggie gardens right now. This is a pretty sizable one. Oh my god. Oh my god.
A steadfast supporter.
Well, that's what someone was saying, Neko. Who was it? Was it you, Shellfall, that was saying you saw the video that was saying, hey, chicken coops on double burgage plots is stupid broken right now? What the hell is it? What is it? What's this plus program? Share your progress towards meeting. Okay, what's the goal? Plus program. Due to point verification requirements, the plus program goal would be 2 hours. Plus program. There's a new like Twitch Plus fucking program. I don't even know what it does. So what is it? Twitch partner program overview. Plus. The Plus program. Always some fucking other program, guys. Okay, so... Oh, so it's more rev share. So rather than having 50-50, 60-40, 70-30, it's 60-40 immediately. Monetize streamer agreement. How to qualify. Recurring paid subscription, any tier, gift sub. What? Oh. So, how to qualify. Achieve 100 plus points or more for 3 consecutive months. And these recurring subscribers. Oh, I see. Here, so I'll show you guys what this is. Do I pay? Oh, whoa. I pay Twitch money? Fuck that. It is definitely a thing Amazon would do. I'll be streaming for another probably like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. So it just seems like a better rev share, but it seems like it's the problem with it is that you need to. So there's two levels to this. It changes the rev share from 50-50 to 60-40 or from 50-50 to 70-30. But I need to get 100 plus points for level 1 or 300 for level 2 for three consecutive months, which is actually a huge challenge. And this only applies towards reoccurring paid subs, not prime subs or gift subs. So that is super fucking hard. So, for example, last month, I think you guys gave out something like 120 gift subs that would not apply towards this program. Fuck that shit. That's such a like. I shut that off. I don't want to push people towards that. Well, thank you very much, Shelfall. I appreciate that, dude. That's very nice of you, man. You subbed up with a real sub. They're all real subs to me. Okay, 40 good there. Now we're going to start upgrading these burgage plots. Cool. And we're upgrading these burgage plots because we want to increase the amount of eggs that are produced here. I just hate how Amazon does it. It's like, oh, we only do it to the subs that are not the ones we give you for fucking free. Like, oh man, Ara, thank you. Just gifted out 5 subs. Thank you, dude.
It fills you with determination.
All right, man. We'll see you soon then, dude. Thanks for watching, Shell.
A new subscriber arrives.
We're producing these. We can actually swap over to produce spears for a little bit because I do want to get us back to. I want to get 36 spears online, so let's make 36 spears. Helmets too. We'll get some of this online too. So we're getting gambesons, we're getting helmets. We won't have. I can make mail, but the reason we're doing gambesons here is, so take a look. So this shows you at the bottom what this population will use armament-wise. So level 2 burgage plots will use mail. The level 3 ones will as well. That's weird. This isn't right. So gambesons are used by plot 1, plot 2, and plot 3. The mail is only used by plot 3. Enables the production of mail armor, which can be used to equip citizens of burgage plots of level 3 and above. So even if I jump into advanced armor making and I make all this mail, only these level 3 burgage plots can actually utilize it. So that's something to kind of be mindful of when you're taking a look at producing mail. And it's why I didn't jump into mail first. I jumped into the other ones. Yeah, rename your town, click up here, then press this button. Rename your region. We should start upgrading these plots too. In general, we should have more of our plots at level 2. I don't know why it is either, but because we're going to get more. Money from these plots, and that's going to be nice. It does increase our... So, I mean, our food, our coverage has been great, actually. I'm actually pretty stoked on this. Get 10 level 2s. Any particular reason? Well, we did. We're over that. We talking about this RR, or is there a different reason? And we do want to upgrade to level 3s. The level 3 cost here is going to be the tiles. We've got plenty of tiles for that. And just keep an eye on these helmets for producing helmets. Do I have these guys doing that? They're doing that. Plenty of iron ore. So let's actually increase this. How much barley creates one ale? I don't know. Let me... I just asked Strat. I asked Strat for the conversion on a lot of things. I said, what's barley to ale, wheat to grain to flour, and berries to dye? 1-to-2 ratio. Okay. I mean, if anyone knows, it's definitely Strat, man. That guy's got the number crunches. You know, being a YouTuber is a very insular pursuit. You kind of just have, you know what? I don't like them going over there. Go down here or something. You just kind of, it's you and yourself. Flying Dutch, what's up, man? Man, a big wave. It's you and yourself kind of looking at statistics all day and determining what you should do and what you shouldn't do and stuff like that. And a lot of that kind of, you get in your own brain with a lot of it. Like, oh, I don't know what I do here and there and here and there. And the result is kind of a lot of analysis paralysis. But weavers up? Yeah, the weavers are doing it. They're just not doing it very fast. Plenty of grain here. Okay, they're doing all that. And a lot of it is you don't want to ask your peers. Because you don't, part of you doesn't want to share the information for fear that you lose out on doing a video. But another part of you doesn't want to do it because you don't want to like seem like you're not an expert. I have kind of grown out of that stage. I definitely used to be that way. But I remember when I first met Strat during Bannerlord, he was like, yeah, if you go to this place on my Discord, here's all the spreadsheets that I've made. Have at it. Thank you. And then he talked me through how he has a really cool spreadsheet program. I forgot the name of it. Exactly what I get out of porn too. I don't want people to see my porn. And he has just a really cool way of approaching information. And I wish more people were confident in saying they don't know about things. They're like, and I've always told people, like, I'm not a confident person per se. Like, I don't walk into a room and be like, oh, Mr. Bravado, who wants to fucking, you want to Sylvester my Stallone? I am confident in the things I know, and I am very confident in the things I do not know. In that I will say, oh, I don't know about that. I would love to learn more. So if I don't know about something, I'm gonna have no problem in a video going, yeah, go to this guy's channel, because he's probably going to know the actual number behind it or the more detail on it or stuff like that. And a lot of people, I think, they need to project that they know all the answers, but I think there's more strength in saying, yeah, actually, I don't know about that. Let me find out from an expert. Let me ask an expert, or let me divert you to one. Like, I wish more politicians would say stuff like that. Like, but the problem is, if they say stuff like that, it's taken out of context. They've learned that, okay, if I say like, you know, that's actually a subject that I'm not as well versed on, I'd have to talk with my cabinet and get back to you after going through things, because I unfortunately am not a scientist. What happens is the headline is, the politician X admits he doesn't know anything about Y, and it's like, dude, I did it as a salesman all the time, because that's what I used to. For those who don't know, I was a VP of sales. People would ask questions. I'm like, you know what? I don't have the answer to that. Can you give me a second? My engineer is just over here. Let me put you on mute and ask him. And sometimes the engineer would be able to convey to me this is what they need to know because I'm tech savvy, so I'd get it. Where sometimes the engineer would say, put me on the phone, let me ask them some questions. And I think when people jump into sales, they think, oh, I got to have all the answers and I got to be quick about the answers. So that someone asks them a question, they're like, cool. Okay, so it's probably going to be this, and they're wrong. Nothing's worse than being wrong, especially if you speak too quickly. Yeah, if an actual like lifelong academic was a career at Georgia, that'd actually be interesting, right? Like, yeah, hey, this is not a government subsidized, because when you think government subsidized, you think control. But I'm saying like, hey, this is a subsidized program where the government will allow you to become basically a lifelong academic, but every year you have to write, or every 6 months or something, you have to write a thesis on certain subject matter that is delivered to you. Like, hey, we need better research on this subject matter. And since we're paying for this, we need you to go find that. We need you to go take the classes, learn about it, and then boom. For Scotland, it's free. Well, it might be free, but you can't live for free. That's my point. It's like you are paid a livable wage, or you are either given subsidized housing and stipend so that you can just be a lifelong scholar.
Don't be shy, good sirs and ladies.
I don't remember if it's Lockheed Martin or whoever. It was in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. 50s, 60s, and 70s. And it was a place over here in Malibu. My friend actually works for the company that originally created it. Oh, okay, there you go. Well, by going to university, but I mean like, my life is the university. Okay, so I think we're done here, right? We've gotten all of our, yes, all the, we didn't thresh all this grain, so let's do that. But the program was, hey, we've created a facility. We want all the best and brightest minds in the world to come and work here. And we want you not to work here, but it's just carte blanche to create whatever invention you can think of for the most part. And you don't need to worry about funding. We've got you covered. And that's what they did. And that's where we got the capacitor and a whole bunch of other things. And it caused a huge technological boom because it was basically scientists that didn't have to vie for funding. They were not skunkworks. I know what you're thinking about. All right, it's not that. They didn't have to vie for funding, and all they would have to... oh, cool, you did it? Cool. Make a patent. Bell Labs. I also know what you're talking about. Ara, do you watch Y-Files? Have you watched Y-Files? Watch Y-Files. Everybody should watch Y-Files. They did an episode on patents and how fucking shitty they are, and it made me very upset, and it has upset me a lot. I want to get another one of these level 3. I might just do this one level 3. Good center like at the moment. Here you go. Food variety is a little low right now because we are in the dead of winter. Food variety is actually very low and I don't like it. It doesn't exist anymore. It eventually became, it went from being a privately funded thing to the government going, oh, that's kind of cool. And they started to get oversight on it. And then they started to take the patents, and then it became a government subsidized thing. And then a lot of the scientists left it. They're like, nope, we know where this is going. So this is definitely working though. What did we just lose? Oh, fail. So what did you... oh, the actual trader? There we go. I'm trading tools. Oh, stop trading tools. I think the blacksmith is no longer producing those. Good. Spears. I'm... okay. Here, this isn't like a real tinfoil hat. I'm not like really conspiracy theorying you guys, but there's no way. There's no fucking way with all the money that governments, namely mine, spend on all the stuff that we do. There's no way our technology is at where it's at. I've been saying this for years. Do it. Start WW Trace. Bring on the World War III. Because you know what happens? That's when the Gundams come. We're sitting on Gundams, and I know it. I'm gonna Alex Jones this right now. They are fucking Gundams, Joe. They're sitting on Gundams. Like, there's no way, man. Like, give me cool shit. Come on. Let me have space fighting. Come on, dude. It sucks to be part of like this point in our history. And Gundams, you're nuts. Bullshit, man. You know Space Marines have been on the table. This is Pokemon with laser beams. Dude, imagine that, like, they've just been breeding Pikachus. Here, you guys can watch this, and you can be as mad as I am. If you don't know this YouTube channel, please go and check him out. AJ makes some of the coolest videos on YouTube right now. The way he makes his videos is, he covers like not just conspiracy theories. It covers like, oh, you know, we're gonna talk about the Emerald Tablets of Atlantis. He talks about aliens, Atlantis, cryptids, all these things, and he positions all of it. Like the first 75% of the video is, let me tell you the story, the myth, the tale, the tapestry, whatever it is that is that is what this is about. Like, he goes into hollow earth theory, all that stuff, and then at the very end he goes, but is it all true? And then he goes through the debunking process and talking about, okay, well, we found archaeological evidence for this, and so on and so forth. It's very, very fun. It's not just like okay, put your tinfoil hat on, I bet you didn't fucking know. It's very fun. But that video will infuriate you.
We all know what that means,
Yeah, exactly, right, Georgia? I don't watch Joe Rogan. I genuinely do not like Joe Rogan. Because the problem, it's not even like I don't like I have no problem with Joe Rogan, but I have a problem with people being pseudo-intellectuals because of Joe Rogan. Because they watch the podcast and then they just don't go like, oh, that's an interesting subject. I kind of want to learn more on it. Let me kind of like take some weeks and read up on this and buy a book. They just kind of regurgitate what happens in the podcast episode, and I'm like, it's supposed to be provocative. And provocative means that it provokes thought. Instead, you just kind of regurgitate, and that's just no good for me. And I think the very nature of Joe Rogan is that when he was originally doing it, it was crisp, right? But now that he's under contract, it's just like anime. Hey, we're under a contract. We need you to put out this many podcasts within this time frame. That naturally, when you are under any kind of content, a deadline with a gun to your head where you have to do certain things, it just dilutes your content. That's why you have anime episodes that are recap episodes.
Don't be shy, good sirs and ladies.
Yeah, really. Long story short on it is, turns out all human greed is, as always, the source of a crap ton of bullshit. So, Space Marine, there's a real good, Y-Files does a whole video on why the moon landing is not fake, but how they could understand why it would appear fake. Yeah, okay, so why is there Helldivers drama? Do people really give a shit about linking their PlayStation account? Like how many things link to accounts nowadays? Like, what do I give a shit about that? Like, is that really, are we really up in arms about this? Are you saying yes, you give a shit? Timber's at 7? Oh, wrong button. There we go. Spears, not 36 yet. Yeah, I saw all of it. Like they're just tanking them. But I just don't think, I think it's really a non-issue. It's just like monetization in Dragon's Dogma 2. It's nothing. It's not a thing. Yeah, exactly, right? Like, I don't get it, man. Like, what's with people going like, well, I don't want to link my account. Like, dude, you link your fucking account to everything. You probably log on to a retail website and it says, oh, log in with Google? Come on. Ren, that's not a bad statement, though. Some of us care because Sony has had so many security breaches. I understand. But how many of those security breaches have led to actual follow through? Because there's just so much of our data that is already out there. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I mean, I pretty much buy a lot of stuff through. If I just don't really know the website, I buy it using PayPal or I buy it using a credit card. Yeah, exactly. What info are you giving them that's not already theirs? It's kind of my big deal there, Ren. Like, yes, I totally agree. There are a lot of security breaches, but the data I already have given to PSN is no different than a lot of the data that, like, Netflix had a big hack. Well, it's the same data. And that data is just not it's not sensitive data to me, but I think it also comes down to you as a consumer in a digital age should learn that there are two forms of data you should actually put out there. Real, true, hard data that can possibly compromise you, or data that is just like, yeah. Here's a credit card. Use my credit card, because the credit card's not my money. That's a bank's money. You want to fucking steal that? Cool. The bank is going to hunt you down, not me. You use your debit card. That's your money. And the bank's going to go, well, we'll see what we can do. So let that be, for those that don't know, use your credit card anywhere that you are not within your home vicinity, like your home region. Anytime you're abroad, anytime you go to a gas station, use your credit card. Anytime you're buying from a website you're not really 100% sure on, use your credit card or use PayPal because they've got a lot more insurance like through those prompts. Use your debit card only if it's like a place that you know, like it's a sit down restaurant for like your place down the street or the grocery store. Don't use your debit card everywhere. Do not use your debit card everywhere online, especially. And if you have a credit card, if you're buying subscription model stuff, use a credit card because you probably get a point system. Like I use Amazon Prime, throw it on a credit card. Just don't throw everything on a credit card and never fucking pay it. I have 4 or 5 passwords that depend upon the severity of what I'm using. Anything that actually has like critical banking information is not like a linkable password. It's not like Ryan Sagittarius, you know, like it's not like a phrase. It's like it's a sentence with uppercases, lowercases, and special characters. Like rather than using an I, it's an exclamation point, stuff like that. That's true, Dazzert. Legally, depending on the agreement, debit and credit can work the same way, only the principle differs. But there are some cards that are solely credit cards. Like I have my credit cards. I was almost like, this is my credit card. Someone's just like, I have a debit card that can be used as credit, but it is still a debit card. It just delays when it pulls out of my account. My credit card is a pure credit card that is only credit. So I have to pay against that. Which reminds me, what is it? Okay, it's the 4th. I was like, oh, fuck. Our egg production better start booming. Need more timber. 33 spears. Saw pit, please. We will be up to 4 now. think that's the 3. Oh, that's March. No, we need 6 more. 6 more to get to medium. Okay, so let's see our field situation. Yeah, wheat for sure. Wheat for sure. Wheat for sure. Let me probably do flax again. Yeah, I'll do flax again. Yeah, so these 4 are flax again. Oh, barley. Yeah, I mean, so what if we fuck our barley up? I mean, barley here. What if we... Doesn't the percentage in fertility go up for the crop you do not put there? So for example here, do we just let this fallow? Or do we maybe do barley here for a little bit? Like these 3 fields, which are lowest, they have low wheat of 39%. This is actually still pretty good at 53. But I'm going to let these 3 fallow. What if we did barley here? Yeah, I think we do barley in these locations. Let this fallow over here. But it goes up by a different amount. I just can't remember the numbers, though. Okay, that's it. Yeah, it's like... So yeah, these ones that are super beat up, we'll still do barley. Because barley is needed to produce ale, right? So we do need that. And there's still plenty of... Yeah, there's still plenty here. There... There, 1, 2, 3. So we'll let this fallow, fallow, and fallow. I think we'll do one more year of barley here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we really need 5 fucking? And the rave culture would die out. What's our current situation with that? We have 70 malt. So maybe we don't need that. What's our current ale? Where does ale go? Here. We have 52 ale with 70 malt. So maybe we let these 2 fallow. We have so much ale, I think. I don't know what the malt to ale conversion is. That will go quick? Okay. Well, these 3 feel... Ooh, this is 37. Yeah. 33. That might last year. Okay, we'll do that. Fallow. And our bread situation is we have 33 grain, 83 flour, and currently 109 bread. So, do we do all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these as wheat? I think so. Do we need more flax? I mean, I could set these to flax, but I think we're gonna do 4 things of flax right now. Our current, we have 33 flax in with 16 linen. Basically, I'm just trying to find out what we can fallow. I mean, I could just do wheat off this year and flax here again, and flax here again. Let wheat regrow. Maybe we do that. What do you guys think? really roughing it up with fucking lumber. What's it called, man? Lumber stitches 6 in. Take you off there. Take you off there for a sec. 3. Shut Weaver's Workshop off right now. Put that there. Put that there. I do this because it's just easier to ensure that we just maximize this time to get everything taken care of, rather than going, oh shit, the loss in production isn't as important to me as the loss in growth. Yeah, I think we've got, this is what we'll do. Should be okay for this. Whether or not level 1 plots drink ale since they don't demand it. They do not, Ren. I think they might drink it, but it won't pull from you. I think like they'll cosmetically go over here. Let me see. This is settling. I don't know. Well, we'll have to keep an eye on it. Guys, I have an emergency in the butt situation I have to hit real quick. Oh, Hemisphere, how you doing, man? Guys, if you are watching on YouTube, please do make that switch to Twitch. It does help me out quite a bit. And also, if you have a Prime sub you've not yet used, use it, use it, use it on me. Oh, Clay Furnace. There we go. That's our next one. Clay Pick can do its thing. All right, I'm sorry. I have a mystery stream poop. So I'll put this on. The game music will regale you. I'll be right back, guys. Thanks for your patience. Ren, if you want to, if rather than doing the testing, I recommend, oh, babe, Dark Pyramid Beneath Alaska. I can't wait. I recommend my good buddy here, Strat Gaming. He just has, he's done the testing. He's done the testing for you and probably the exact format in which you were going to do. Like, he gives you all the information, man. He spent 50 hours purely testing it, and he shows all of the details, all the information of what he, like, okay, here's this spreadsheet, here's this, here's that. Like, he kind of has it all unlocked, dude. He just is a machine. These machines. Name that movie. Not a clue? Oh my god, it's from Third Matrix.
Another loyal devotee.
Is my food order for the day. Thank you very much for coming on over here, guys. That's right. If you are watching over on YouTube, make that switch. Make that switch to Twitch. It helps me out. The first one is very good. I'm going to lose our clay deposit now. So everyone should go out and do their thing. Make sure we don't have any forced early harvesting. Good. Everyone's set. What is your favorite period piece medieval movie? Because I think I'm going to rewatch The King. I love that fucking movie. But like Excalibur, the clay is going down, baby. I can't do anything about it. But we have tons of tiles. I've just been sitting on tiles. Oh, we're getting a lot of eggs. Number 3 spears. Outlaw King was actually really good, man. I really enjoyed Outlaw King. 3. Kingdom of Heaven Director's Cut, I think is that is it. That is my absolute favorite. No, non-rich deposits do not regenerate. Once the, like, I had a stone deposit right here. It is gone. I even liked it before I saw Director's Cut, which is like blasphemy for some people, but Director's Cut is just the next level. It is so goddamn good. Okay. They're going to go do their thing. We are plowing.com. Person over here. Forster's hut is doing its thing too, right? Look at that. Look at all these new trees we've created. All these new trees. I was like looking for a place to plant. It's like, don't fucking place them over there, you crazy fucks. I think we're good. We're at 43 pops. We do need to... Should I make another burgage plot right here? Make it a big ol'... Just a big vegetable garden? Like a duplex vegetable garden? I say big, but it's not that big. Maybe do two vegetable gardens. That's not that big. There's some slots here, actually. Home's doing its thing. Why are you making a market stall? What are you doing with this market stall? It seems to be getting into grain.
Gave the old ox a handful of month-old brat. He spat it in my face and tried to carve me a new nipple.
What is nipples?
Come on, laddie, come on.
They have names. They have names. Casey, yeah, Eve.
Carry this along.
Heinz, like the ketchup. And the line, not like the ketchup. Jacob, like someone who possibly eats ketchup. And good old Agnes. Agnes. Albrecht. Bartholom's. Beatrix. Veet. Tommen. Okay, what's everyone's favorite condiment? Kuntz. Like, okay, and here's your options. Rather than saying your favorite condiment, some fucker's gonna say tartar sauce, and you're just unhinged. I like Brotherhood gonna add Secret of the Kells to my watch. What's Secret of the Kells? Oh man, I didn't even see the rest of these. Kingdom Director's Cut. Kingdom Heaven. 13th Warrior. I do love 13th Warrior. I have a playlist of songs that I used to listen to when I went to Games Workshop back when I was young. Because I've been playing fucking Warhammer for 20 years now. They had a playlist that had 13th Warrior on it and a bunch of other really fun things. But the 13th Warrior soundtrack is one of my favorite. But, Ara, I was going to say, Brotherhood of the Wolf is another one of my favorite movies. It has the guy from Iron fucking Chef in it. So, here's what we're talking about. Ketchup, mayonnaise, and mustard. And I know you love your A1, Eve. I know you love your A1. Slather me an A1, you big, dirty man. Here, thank you very much for resubbing, my dude. Your Goth Kid playlist at times. I don't have a Goth Kid playlist. Yes, I fucking do. The playlist is called War. In fact, here, I think I have a Spotify one for it. Here's my Spotify playlist called War. And the reason it's called War is because of it's just a bunch of songs from like war drama movies. Dismiss. How do I share this shit with you? Download. Share. Copy link to playlist. Here you go. There's a Spotify playlist. So it's got Batman on here. It's got Pirates of the Caribbean. It's got Lord of the Rings. It's even got a Prince of Persia song, which was a good song. It's got the Van Helsing soundtrack is on here. It has Angels and Demons is on here. What's this? This is Last Samurai. Also, Oblivion had a great soundtrack by M83. So just a lot of really good songs. Some stuff from Game of Thrones. Some stuff from Last of the Mohicans. Kingdom of Heaven is in here. Stuff from Penny Dreadful. Superman movie. A lot of good stuff. The Prince of Persia movie with Jake Gyllenhaal was great. I'll die on that hill. Secret of Kells. What is Secret of Kells? Oh, this looks fun as shit. I was thinking more period piece dramas, but this looks fun. I mean, slather me in Frank's Red Hot. Slather me in Frank's Red Hot. The Tron Legacy soundtrack is so good, especially the ending credits song. But okay, between ketchup, mustard, and mayonnaise, I love all three. I love ketchup. Ketchup, when I put ketchup on the things that I put ketchup on, is just, it hits a certain spot, you know, like ketchup with like cold ketchup with like hot French fries. It feels so good. It feels so fucking good. But if I had to pick between those three condiments, it'd be mustard, because I think mustard is a more applicable. I can use mustard on so many more things than I can use mayonnaise on. I do put ketchup and mayo together. But mustard, okay, I can put it on a hot dog. I can put it on a sausage. I can put it on a burger. I can put it on a sandwich. I can't put ketchup on a lot of those things. I can put mayonnaise on a good portion of them. But because I cook a lot, losing access to mayonnaise is kind of like, fuck. Like if you're making a grilled cheese sandwich. Yeah, exactly. Mayonnaise is one of the best bases for anything. And honestly, like, if you're making a grilled cheese sandwich, don't put butter on the outside, put mayonnaise. You don't put hard, you don't slather. You get basically your knife, you put it on the center, and then you use, I mean, you can use a spoon. A lot of people use spoons. But then you take a knife and you scrape it off, so it's just the thinnest sheet of mayonnaise. Because mayonnaise is egg yolk and oil and salt. And it's just churned together. That kind of, it turns a grilled cheese sandwich from being that kind of like, oh, it's a buttery, flaky crust, to not like French toast, but a softer crunch. I actually do not like buttered bread. Buttered bread is really good after its first bite. Toast is different, but I mean like a buttered like sourdough bread sandwich turns into razor blades after 10 minutes of not being completely piping hot. Because that crust just turns to shards like that. You're like, I love French toast. I love French toast. Of the sweet breakfast things, Eve, French toast I think is my favorite. My mom used to make French toast for me all the time. But we used to make waffles with my grandma all the time. So I do love waffles. I think though, if I go out, I'm more apt to want, and we talked about this. I know we talked about this, but it's so hard. It's like waffles have such a special nostalgic spot for me. I used to make waffles with my grandma, so I love waffles. I love putting butter on each one of the compartments and filling each one of the compartments with syrup. I fucking love them. You know, I don't know. I bounce around with it because maybe I do actually prefer going and eating waffles because I can make French toast. I can make pancakes. Making waffles requires another thing, you know? You can't make waffles on a pan. So maybe it's a waffle. But then again, when I go out to eat like anything savory for breakfast, it's usually a pancake because pancakes are like way more like accessible. Like not every place has French toast. Not every place has waffles, but every place that has breakfast has pancakes. I ate so many Eggo waffles growing up. You know what? Like, fuck me up with some Eggo waffles. I like crepes, but yeah, they're really like pancakes are so fluffy and too like they're so heavy. If I have pancakes, I'm napping. There's no way I'm like, oh, I've had a breakfast, time to go get the day started. It's like going to sleep. This is like a giant red flag to me. This little guy I like that for. Sometimes this bullshit gets bullshit. Yeah, we'll stop halfway through. Well, we're in March. We haven't hit April yet, and we're doing some good progress here. So. Have a rushing, me lord. Shit, did we make too many spears? Yep. Way too many spears. Okay. Tools. I can afford to buy the spear. Let's pause actually. So we have 57 helmets, 51 spears. We need more large shields now. That's going to be our next one to make. So I'd say we upgrade a burgage plot. Can't afford to lose workers now, so we'll wait. Biscuits I do love. I do love a good biscuits and gravy. How can you not beat eggs and dip bread into it? If they can, why would I trust them to actually mix pancakes properly? Tools do nothing right now, Lazarus. They are just pretty much a trade crop. I don't like sweet things. I only like sweet things that exist in like the purview of being sweet. Ice cream. I love it. As ice cream, you know, like that's fine. But by and large, I guess for breakfast, I just like savory items for breakfast. Like, I love a good Scottish or British breakfast. Love it. It's just a plate of savory and salty. And, like, bangers and mash my tits off. Hit me with some rashers. Fuck me up with a tatty scone. I actually don't have a big sweet tooth at all. It is. That Italian likes that savory dick. Wrong with you guys? Why would you come on my stream and say savory penis? What is wrong with you? This is a fucking family stream. I don't get it. Savory dick does sound good, Eve. A good sausage breakfast. I think sausage is like of the clip it and ship it, my boys. No. I do not have a savory penis. I have like a quarter step above a micro. Like if it was an 1/8 inch lower, someone would be like, you might need to start taking pills. Do you know how to retinue from multiple? I don't, RF. I eat Greek yogurt. And I add peanut butter to it. I think sausage is the superior breakfast meat. Bacon's great. Like ham's all right, you know, but it's all about sausage for me. The sausage is supreme. What did I say? Nothing. I have a dick that's a micro. That's like a baby's dick, but it's mine. Greek yogurt with peanut butter, yeah. I eat 2% Greek yogurt, Eve, and I slop a spoonful of peanut butter into it. Here's the, for those that can get this, not everyone can. I use this peanut butter. When COVID started, I decided to blow out my peanut butter budget. So I get peanut butter from this place, and they have peanut, cashew, almond, nut butters. And they're all amazing. And they put like M&Ms in there, or they put Oreos in there and stuff like that, which you think would jack up the sugar. It does not. It definitely does not. Okay, so we are good here now. This can now be released. This can now be released. We can send the folk back. It's really good. I strongly recommend it. Strongly recommend it. I'm gonna fill out my granary a little bit more. Top hit. Do we need that's okay. Logging camp, we do. This we do. It doesn't really, but it did for a bit of time here. Fine. The berries have grown, my lord. Can come offline. Tanner can just kind of chill. Yeah, I do know that. They do have y'all do have crap peanut butter. What? or Chardonnay. It's very good. It is very good. You just need a spoonful, and you really gotta mix it. You really gotta mix it because Greek yogurt is very hard. No, it's like kind of chunky at first, but you gotta mix it and it becomes creamy. Here's a question for you. Do you chew peanut butter or ice cream like me? Apparently that's fucking weird. I said that and someone's like, you chew it? I'm like, what do you do? Do you just sit there and go and just let it fucking slide down your fucking throat? You fucking iguana? Like, that's weird, dude. People don't chew it. Eve, I got fucking shade for it. Smooth, Ara. Smooth. Because it blends right into it. I said that once and people are like, what do you mean you chew it? I'm like, what do you mean you don't chew it? What do you have to eat it with rocks then, you fucking weirdos? Oh, but you push it around your mouth though, right, Kier? You don't just let it go like... No, not peanut butter. We're talking about ice cream. Ice cream and yogurt in specific. That maybe is what I consider chewing. Like, I'm not actively chomping my teeth, but I'm like, it's going around, you know? It's not just like, smooth. Yeah. I mean, my dad did this growing up, so I do it too. I take a spoonful of peanut butter and just like, you kind of lick it, you know? Dark Gate, get out, dude. You're not allowed in this fucking stream anymore. You're not allowed here, dude. You can't come in here and say that. You cannot come into this house and profane it with your throat sliding. No, bro. No. Good. I'm glad I shamed you into chewing. I'm glad I shamed you into chewing your ice cream. Like a man. I think we're all good. I have so many just idle workers now, though, so... I guess. Oh, God. I hate blowjobs. Melt. I remember that too. We used to put a bunch of shit into it, Nature Boy. Oh, you walk around your big dick army, huh, Mr. Big Dicks? Okay, we're gonna start to make more burgage plots. We need more timber for that. Logging camp. Log. Limit the work area. I dabble. I think we can start chipping into this a little bit. Shut up with your taxation, man. There's plenty of representation up in this bitch. Alright, so the veggie and egg game is strong. You gotta feel 50 milligram gummies. Yeah, man. Rob took one of those. And he fucking tasted the sun. Like, dude, I don't know how... we were out, he took it and goes, oh shit, dude, I don't know these were 20 milligrams, or 200 milligrams or whatever it was. It was a super high milligrammage. I could, but Kira, or Ara, I kind of just keep them as is. I'm going to build burgage plots right here, I think. Oh, Fratello, how you doing, man? Good to see you, Deadeye. Yeah, you know me. I do have inefficiencies in my efficiencies. I'm good, brother. I'm good. Good to see you. I'll move the wood stuff. Oh! Well, I don't know where to fucking move it because there's all these budding trees here. We gotta be careful. Maybe just put it back to where it was over here. Well, these are all brand new planted trees. I don't want to just knock them down. You want me to move it like all the way into here? Nice and deep like. Nothing spreads democracy like a Taco Tuesday, brother. I'll tell you that right here, right now. Right in front of your face. Babe, people just be getting sick up in this bitch. Damn it. Okay, so by the way, guys, so we're coming to the final hour of the stream here. Do we play V Rising? Do you guys want me to? I think that after I have a video coming out tomorrow, and that video is top things I would like to see added. Or we talked about this, the improvements I wanted to see with the existing game, not like features added. It's improved upon existing features, like a patch, something that could be easily done in a patch. We're tithing the food so that we can do it a little bit. No, Warhammer 3 is not gonna happen. Do we want V Rising? Is V Rising something you want to see on the channel? Because I think we can't keep doing Manor Lords. Manor Lords is it's already been done very hard right now, and I think we're at critical mass of what can be done video wise. Let's take a look at this. Let's do this together, my bros. Basically, I showed this off the other day because we've covered V Rising before. Here, this is why I don't cover Warhammer 3. That's the search volume. Here. We still have RimWorld we can go back to. So there's 257,000. Total War Warhammer 3 has got a 500,000. Manor Lords. 13 million with low competition. There's just no reason for me to stick and do a bunch of Warhammer 3 stuff to just kind of ultimately struggle. It's just too much effort, and I've played thousands of hours of those games. And it's a different community. It's just a lot of situations that I'd just rather not deal with. Whereas I can jump into something I'm excited to do, and excited to talk about. I just want Total War to fucking release another game. I don't want to play Warhammer anymore. I've played Warhammer tons of times. Start fresh on Manor Lords. Well, what I actually thought about doing, Ara, is a long form walkthrough video. Here, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Lazarus for sure. V Rising has a half a mil, and that will only go up next week. But I will be doing Songs of Conquest, which has only 115,000. But I want to do like a long form playthrough video that is like, hey, start to finish, play this game with me. I'm going to show you how to get to I'm not going to say, here's how you beat the game. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say, yeah, exactly. We're going to start and stop. Kind of like my other one. It would probably be like an hour or two long video. And I thought about just letting the game play and me play through it and explaining certain things, but that also requires my time to do. And that is not very good. Like, if I sit there and I'm making, if I'm playing a long playthrough, it's like a 6-8 hour situation, you know? Like, you got to really lock in for it. And I can't make a video like that. I have to stop. I have to do certain things. I got to eat. I got to fuck with Roman. Stuff like that. RimWorld, though, still has 2.5 mil. So I could still make some stuff off of RimWorld. No Fallout content for me. There's nothing... I mean, if I did Fallout, it would be Fallout 2. But Fallout 2... still is pretty high right now, but the competition is too. Yeah, I now put 100%. Yeah, RimWorld is a lot of fun. I do want to go back to that. I did tell Songs of Conquest I would help them with their launch, though. Meaning I'm going to cover that, redo a couple things. I shall show you. Oh, that's surprisingly high. There you go. Stellaris was... I love Stellaris, but Stellaris kind of did me dirty. And so I'm very scared to jump into it again. Alright, it's got two. It's got the royalty one and it's got the anomaly one. Where's the there's Rising keywords. This is kind of a real good way to get an idea of what's going on. So we can go. No, I don't want all. What? There is a bunch of these. Weird. Huh. Well, I can kind of get like an idea, like, oh, what's actually people are looking for. Oh, okay, this or that. Like, what's just like today? All right, there's been a massive increase of certain things here, you know, like, what's the search for? Okay, F1 right now. It's got 8 million. I obviously don't do stuff on F1, but like, there's a way to filter this and it's not popping up. I don't know why. But I could filter this by games. Weird. This is just, it just gives me a real good idea. 13 million, up 320% with low competition. You know, like, those things are important. I fucking love F1. Although I'm not too stoked about Ferrari being Scuderia Ferrari HP. Yeah, I think it just does the searches invoke. But still, even then, even if I'm missing out on the people that are doing like the direct category click, that's still quite a bit, you know what I mean? Here, watch Drive to Survive. No, I'm excited about it, Ferrari, but I'm excited about Ferrari, Georgia, but I'm not excited about Scuderia Ferrari HP, the HP part. Now, for the first time in like 15 years, they have some sort of fucking corporate sponsor. Yeah, that's another thing too. I don't like Red Bull. I don't like Max Verstappen. I've actually grown to like him a little bit more in the last year or so. But yeah, exactly, right? Georgia, like, what the fuck, HP? So I really liked Drive to Survive up until the 2020-2021 season. And then it just kind of, the show kind of lost a lot of its traction for me. Like, I watched the most recent season's been kind of shit. Alright, if I did do a video though for Manor Lords, like kind of playing through with people, I would outline it and kind of go through, hey, here's the objective here. I'm not going to play through this from start to campaign victory. I'm going to play through from start to expanding the territory. And once I've done that, it's up to you to take it from there. I'm trying to give you the tools to play. Oh, bingo, Georgia got him. Can you guys do this, please? Oh, McLaren. Fuck yeah. Although McLaren's kind of a wild shit show. Yeah, it's just a really relaxing game. Like, I could sit here and just, all right, guys, here's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing this, but like a lot of it, I just kind of like to let the pops do it.
Well, perhaps it was simply a bad match. These things do happen from time to time. You'll not find finer wares anywhere else. Get your linen here. Linen. You'll not find finer...
I keep forgetting to launch my... Keep forgetting to launch my fucking store, by the way, my merch store. Whoops. So where's the bottleneck here in my fuel? Because we have the fuel, we have the technology. Okay, we don't need to do any more charcoal. We have, well, we do. We just do this. Where's the bottleneck here? Because it says we only have enough fuel for 5 months. But there's no fucking way. Maybe it's the actual workplace consumption of the fuel that's causing this? It could be stalls, but I'm maxed out here. But we're covered 100% efficiency. So that's why it's weird. And the stalls seem to be manned. See, this is kind of like, this is a little bit where it gets wonky, right? We have 30 burgage plot. Right? 31, sorry. 31 burgage plots. And the consumption for fuel here is every burgage plot consumes 1 food and 1 fuel per month. Fuel consumption in the winter is doubled. Additionally, some workplaces consume 1 fuel per month. So, let's assume that it's 31, 32, 33. I think these require fuel. Yeah, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. And take 37. We can actually add these two numbers up. I guess, yeah, that's 5.8. Yeah, I guess it's true. It feels like it should be a higher number, but our fuel is 5.8. We need a little bit more because we're supplying so many things. So I don't know if it's that we need more. I don't know where the ooh. I don't want you to get, ooh, I really don't want you to get any closer to that. I'm gonna move this wood hunter's lodge. I want him to just kind of default to going over here. Because he's just gonna gather wood wherever he wants, and I'm just afraid of it, like, fucking this up. Food is all good. The egg situation's good. You guys good wreck with that. Do you think a whole second firewood thing would fix it? I'm down to try it. Oh, I didn't have the fucking timber, huh? Oh, no wonder. Why is the timber coming in? Uh-oh, we got raided by Julian Gorilla. It's a raid, and it's Julian Gorilla. Go, shout out, Julian Gorilla. Julian sent me one of the roughest cock pictures I've ever seen in my life. And it's just, he has a real sack situation that he's just not talking about enough on his streams. If you haven't checked out Julian Gorilla, go check out his Twitch. But dude, oh my god, man. He comes at you with like a ball-peen fucking hammer attached to a set of 2 avocados dripping down from like one of those little net bags. He's got a penis situation. So if you want a cockpick, go ahead on over to Julian Gorilla. He'll send you a premium piper. You know, a lot of people like to go, hey guys, oh my god, you rated me, thank you so much. Okay, well, so I'm this person and this is what I do, this is on my stream. Nah, man, you're coming here, you're gonna get unsolicited information about Julian Gorilla's fucking trouser snake. I just don't believe. What the fuck's going on here? Did we not? The compliments. My compliments to the chef, Julian. Oh shit, we didn't finish all this. Guys. You fucking guys, dude. Look at you guys did this. What is this? No. Trying to play happy hardcore on my fucking channel here. Oh, I sent it to you. Fucking enjoy it, because I'm gonna get stuck in your head once you hear it. Is this gonna cause me to have a copyright strike? You know what's funny is I actually love happy hardcore. Eric Prydz, ooh baby. Wait for it. Oh, I'm getting rollbacks right now. Rollbacks are kicking in. Ooh, oh, fuck. Oh, dude. Oh, fuck. I would just be kicking a wall right now. Dude, Julian, this is so you. Finds the strength to face his fright with love as his guide. Dude, this is such a fucking Julian banger over here. Shadows may haunt him, but they won't make him frown. Dude, fucking lose it. Fucking lose it. I'm losing control. I'm out. I'm out. Ooh, 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 ooh. Bet you fuckers didn't know I can dance like a motherfucker too. I can't shuffle right now, but I can shuffle. Dude, I know you hate happy hardcore, but I've spent years lifting to happy hardcore, techno, tech house, all sorts of fucking crazy EDM and tech. No. I dance like drunk Irish girls. You sway a lot and smash into tables. I know you're a lot. That, you know, that's always like one of my favorite things when you're out and about and a girl falls over. You're like, uh-oh. And it's always the same thing. Like, she goes to sit down, and she maybe just kind of, in sitting down, just scoots the chair back and falls. And then the face that she makes, if she, this is a too drunk, right? A too drunk. Guys don't do that. Guys just fall over. Like, they're just standing there and just like, and fall. But it's always like a girl tries to sit like on a stool, and she falls and slumps to the ground, and people are helping her up, so her arms are like this, and it's always this face. Like, who did that? Who moved the stool? All right, we're at max plots, so let's make some birdie plots. I think we can kind of like put it over here. Seems fun. It's like the baby monkey thing. Look at a little heart. That's 10, but I think we've kind of knocked this down. So 10. This is 5, and all duplexes. So this is actually 10 with, ooh, same construction cost. We are on year 4? Yeah, year 4. So that's 10. That's 8. So, I'm sorry. This is 8 Burgage plots for 9 families. At 16. This brings us to 5 plots for 10 families. I think we go this route, right? Yeah? Yes? Everyone agree? Agree? Doctor? 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 I ordered Subway for dinner. Fuck everyone that doesn't like that place. If you don't like Subway, you don't like me. You hear me, Julian? These are wee beady eyes. Julian doesn't have beady eyes, but it's really... I really can't... Julian, I just want Ivana, you, and me to be in the same physical location. You know, their meatball sandwich is very good. Look at you just cutting loose over there. What am I looking for? I am looking for gathering firewood. Ivana would be like, I've dealt with porn sets that are less fucking weird than us 3 together. You know, so here. Oh, hold on, guys. My dad's calling me. 1 sec.
An earnest disciple.
You should probably wait a minute. Yeah, that makes. Okay.
A steadfast supporter.
Stronger. Okay, yeah, let me know how it goes popping you. Problem pop. Sorry, my dad doesn't usually call. So when he calls, I assume someone's dead. So I was like, oh my god. So he just needed help setting up the smoker to smoke tri-tip. Yeah, he got a Ninja Woodfire Pro Connect or whatever, XL Pro Connect. And we smoked ribs on it 2 weeks ago and it came out fucking good. So it's my brother's birthday last week. So he's going over to celebrate his birthday with my parents. And he's smoking a tri-tip. My brother loves tri-tip. And then when I go back, we'll smoke salmon. So, you know, my dad's like 75, 76. So technology can kind of sometimes like overwhelm him. So I just had to step him through a couple things. This is Manor Lords. I'm getting an offset and a direct heat grill from Chud. You son of a bitch, Kier. I wish I had like my own place to get a grill. I can't own a... Usually apartment complexes will let you have a grill, but I'm right up against the mountains, so I can't do it. Did a pork butt like that, and it just crumbled when I took pork. You know, like, I know sous vide is a real good way to do it, and a lot of like bigger kitchens actually do that. But I know sous vide is actually very tender, and you get all the flavor. I just kind of like... I love I love grilling. I love like doing all that. Like, I love a lot of like the old school cooking methods, even though that like sous vide is now kind of like taking over in a lot of larger kitchens because you can just do so much. You can sous vide. Sous vide, Eve, is boiling water set to a certain temperature, and food will not cook beyond that temperature. So you cook it in the water. And the water's constantly moving to keep it at the temp. So you can basically make a sous vide of taking like a steak to 122 degrees and then, well, let's just say 120. Take it off the, you seal it in a bag. I forgot about that. You vacuum seal it in a bag. So it's seasoned, it's done, it's all set to go. You vacuum seal it, you put it in the water, it'll cook it to a temperature. You pull it out of that. And then you go and sear it to get color on it and actually give you a little bit more flavor. But it creates super juicy, tender meat without overcooking it. Because you can leave it in a sous vide bath for 3 hours and it won't go beyond the temperature you set it to. Did your pops do work when you were away? What do you mean? Sous vide or not to sous vide? That is the question. Yeah, it's... They did. Oh, my pops in populations. I was like, my dad? What did my dad do? I call my dad Pop. I think I had it paused. I ordered Subway and I can't wait to eat it. So, what do we think about this being kind of like... This being a large vegetable garden. Do we do that into one big vegetable garden? Is that the play right here? And then we turn this into just a bunch of other little homes. You know how I batch cook hard-boiled eggs, Kier, is a pressure cooker. Bluesy doesn't want it. Bluesy's like, fuck no, don't put a vegetable garden over there. Sous vide. Or sous vide. Well, this all had workshop, so maybe we do this. And see if we can kind of get our plot set up a little bit better here. Son of the beach. Ah, yeah. 5, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 duplexes with workshops. Good. Two more lumber, then we'll start those. Because we're out of burgers plots. We actually don't even have like labor force right now. Like I have got, we can't do shit. I don't see. This is what I don't really know what you do once you start to get a really big location. Is what do you do with all this extra labor? I mean, there's just 7 people that are just kind of chilling. There we go. That is all set. So now we got that. We have living space improvements now. We gotta get these up to level 2s and 3s. Onesies and the twosies. More things. I mean, I could increase, like, you know, I could actually move all of my lumber out here, like make it even another lumber camp. And there's something to be said about like having another source of gathering and having that source be like kind of removed from a lot of the stuff. Another hitching post. I can do that. And realize those people were dying. It's fucking dead, man. Young man, I want to get growls out of you. No, sir. Isn't it beautiful? How many people we got watching over here on... guys, if you are watching on YouTube, make that switch to Twitch. It helps me the fuck out. And also, I will be raiding. We will be done here soon. But please go and follow EVGA. She'll be streaming here real soon. She's going to be playing Hollow Knight. It's her first playthrough of it. She's a growing, a budding Twitch streamer, so go check her out. She has a beautiful voice, too. It'll annoy you. How fucking cute. Fucking cute. Come here, bub. Roman. What are you doing? Come here with that little butt. Bring that little butt over here. Oh. This fat baby. This fat baby. Oh, what a yawn. What a yawn on you. Oh. You sleepy, bub? You overcast sleepy? You an overcast sleepy boy? I miss when I used to be able to just put him on my shoulder. We would go places and he would just be right on my shoulder all the time. I used to bring him, like hold him like that and just bring him all over. I guess we could finish off the mining pit. We're in June. We're gonna have plenty of fucking fuel, man. Now, what do we do workshop-wise for these burgage plots? Let's look at our... Leather is low. Let's look at our clothing coverage. We have 35 shoes. So we seem to be okay with that. So I don't think we need any more goats. We're set goat-wise. Food variety. Eggs are solid right now, man. Horses are good for trade. I mean, do we do more eggs? I'm kind of down for that. We have got the technology. We do a veg garden, but we can jump into more eggs. The spice of life is eggs. I fucking love eggs, by the way. You can put eggs on fucking everything. Like, very few foods are made better by a fucking fried egg just cracked right on that motherfucker. Well, I've already messed that up. Yeah, I agree. Yes, upgrade the extra houses first. This lovely house. This lovely village. Making this house a home. Making this house a home. It's a homey house. Let me check my Grubhub. Go. God, it's somebody's just chilling outside. Someone. Eve, when are you going live? I want to raid your butt. What? Yeah, I think so. I think we're in a good place too. I'm going to start pushing some of these into level 3, I think, too. Our ale supply is a little cattywampus, but I think we'll be okay. I think we're going to start with just those two for now. Let that kind of... Okay. Making sure.
Well, perhaps it was simply a bad bet.
Our food sitch like? Doing good, doing well. Oh, okay. So yeah, I forgot to dive in on that. Georgia, thank you for watching. Chiller, thank you for subbing up with Prime as well.
Our modest fellowship expands.
The meatball sub. Okay, I've had meatball subs from like Italian delis and all this stuff. The Subway meatball sub is not superior. It's not the best, but it is one of the best meatball subs that you can get, especially as far as like the access to it, right? Like, yeah, if you don't have a good deli or a good like places that got good meatballs, it's gonna be a pain in the ass. But the fucking Subway meatball sub is consistently like a B+ meatball sub at minimum. Oh man, maybe I should have gotten that. I haven't gotten a hot sub from Subway in so long. That Forster's doing some work. Do this. Oops. Firehouse subs is good. Firehouse sub is just really expensive. Yeah, she thanked us for wanting to raid her. She said thank you. More than 12 retinue in one region? Yeah. You go to 24. Okay, you guys told me to get Jersey Mike's chili relish or whatever it is. Red pepper chili relish or whatever. It's so fucking good, and now I can't have Jersey Mike's without it. What's our hops and ale situation? Ale's at 70. We can actually pump this up a little bit. Oopsies. Don't be shy. One there. Big ol' come up over here. Come on, my come up. Why don't you come on, my come up? Yeah, that is why I think like this will definitely start to get patched pretty soon. I'm actually gonna get a couple more of these. Do I need the sheep? Really? Do I think about it? You know? Fuelwood situation's still kind of rough, but it's because we're transporting across the whole entire town. So it's taking a long time for all this to work. We might be converting it to charcoal too quickly, but it shouldn't really matter. It's 2 to 1 pretty much. See, it's like, oh, going. Our food is going up though, which is good. At 6 now. That's up. Yeah, the storehouse. I kind of feel like we almost need another storehouse. Just for fucking firewood. And I can make those. This is. I forgot. I'm keeping this area open for another granary and storehouse if need be. Oh. Another ox. Marketplace be popping, dude. Oh, what are they producing? That, oh fuck! Too many. was like, wait a minute. I don't know, it was something I forgot to track. And yeah, it was, well, 120. That's not too big of a deal. We could probably sell these helmets now. We could sell 53 of them for that much, but it's going to cost me this. So what's that net, right? 6 times 53 is 318 minus 72, a net 246. Gambeson's is at 42, which is okay because I want that number to be even higher, though. It's really not having level 2 burgers plots anymore. I do need to make, though, we've got the workforces, so we'll make a joiner's workshop for some large shields. Because right now we only have, I can only field 12 spear militia because I don't have enough shields. All right, you know, I think this is a good place for us to end for the day. Let's go ahead and set a raid up here, guys. Thank you so much for watching today. Thank you so much for all the fun we've been having. You guys want to go to Manor Lords? Let me see. Oh, dude, I have such a quick, like, let me just math this for you. Because that's what I used to do in sales. I wouldn't just like, oh, let me just try to long dick you. I would just say, okay, well, hey, here, you're looking at this, it's this, here's that. I would just show numbers. I'm like, this is what you want to do. You've got this much. It's going to cost you this much. Here's this. So I used to try to the calculator was my best friend. That was like one of that and the engineer are the two things that helped me sell everything. Let's go to this guy who's doing a first time playing. There you go. That seems fun. Guys, thank you so much for watching here today. Get this raid started. Boom. Oh, shit. Well, I just sent everyone to the raid. Fuck. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching here today. Have a good one. Take care. Wash your hands. Stay safe. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll be back here. We have a video coming out tomorrow that is going to be just things that I want improved. It's things that we've all gone through here, right? It's this laundry list that we made together. So that video goes live tomorrow. But thank you so much for watching. Have a good one. Take care. Wash your hands. Stay safe. And I'll see you bros on Tuesday with maybe a RimWorld stream. That is I think Tuesday or the 10th, I think they said. Oh, next Friday is the launch of V-Rising. So maybe we'll do like a V-Rising stream and giveaway on that day. Maybe I'll do like a video for it. I got to decide because I have to do a bunch of Songs of Conquest shit 2 weeks after that. So we will figure it out. And then we also have to jump into Elden Ring. So we will see what happens. Thank you so much for watching. Again, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you bros on Tuesday.